Hello, welcome to the NFSC Friday special. We have our special guest, Mr. Stephen K. Bannon, here with us. So I know Trump just went on live talking about trade and Ukraine crisis. And my first question for you, Steve, is about trade. We know that the U.S. relationship isn't about, it's fundamentally irreconcilable. It's about a value, it's about way of life. And trade is not going to solve all the problems between U.S. and China. And the NFSC knows the hot buttons to push that would absolutely deliver a final blow to the CCP. And they are, the first is completely decoupling. The United States is completely decoupling with the CCP, cutting off the funds and technology. And the second is the CCP expose the hidden wealth of Xi Jinping and the other 100 or so kleptocrats' families' hidden wealth in the West. And also their paraphilia and pedophilia, sexual debauchery. So my question to you is, Mr. Bannon, do you think Trump administration will press these two hottest buttons that I just mentioned anytime soon?
Yeah, I agree with you, Ava, 100%. I think what people should take, particularly Lao Beijing in the mainland, is that, he's not just talking about 10% tariffs, he's talking about 20%. And he understands, because of the intelligence briefings, the weakness of the Chinese Communist Party right now and how they're mismanaging the country. I think it's very important that people understand these tariffs recommend a victory for all of us that are for decoupling. Mm-hmm. Because, as you know, the Wall Street crowd and the big tech crowd are pressing President Trump for accommodation because they make a lot of money with the Chinese Communist Party, the hardcore anti-CCP. And I will tell you, Secretary of State Rubio and National Security Advisor Waltz and Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth are all in our camps. They are all decoupling guys. And so I think people should look at these tariffs as a decoupling device. I will also say I agree with you 100% on your second point about this about the stolen wealth of Lao Beijing and the Chinese people by senior cadre members of the CCP and really funneled into the West. Now, Secretary of State Marco Rubio finished that report in the Senate and has not been released yet. We are pushing for it to be released. There's a quite definitive report by the intelligence community and the Senate made for Rubio when he was on the Senate Intelligence to address specifically this issue. The wealth that's been siphoned out of China into the West of the Chinese Communist Party. So on both your points, and I think President Trump is going to very much press forward with tariffs. He said he's going to go reciprocal tariffs on April 2nd. And for your audience that hasn't had a chance to, I think Alex Leary, one of the best reporters in D.C., has an amazing piece out on yesterday's Wall Street Journal that basically reiterates many of these points, particularly President Trump's going to be very aggressive on tariffs, and that Xi and his senior members of the Chinese Communist Party are so concerned that they're studying very closely, including Liu and Wang Xishan and that entire crew is studying the Soviet Union in the 70s and then the 80s under Reagan to figure out, they feel they're in a box by America and, quite frankly, soon by America and Russia.
Sign up for free and be part of the movement.
It isn't just an app. It isn't just a social media platform. It's a community.
Download Get It right now.